The local performing arts theater out in Aransas Pass experienced its first paranormal investigation. It was courtesy of Corpus Christi Spook Central Paranormal. And in fact, this was the first time that this group has examined a theater. Our Trevier Gonzalez was right there with them.
I'm told there's instances of flickering lights and creaking floors when no one is around. And these occurrences have only been happening recently.
I jump around, looked around the corner, and no one there.
And then the lights start going crazy and crazy. It's just Brucey agrees.
Something spooky is afoot at the home of husband and wife Russ and Susie Walker, the Rialto Theater in Aransas Pass.
I mean, it's an old building. It's 83 years old, this building, so who knows what might be in here.
The couple lives right above the theater.
As long as it stays downstairs, I'm all right, I think. We'll see.
But it's downstage where they've stumbled across some strange situations.
Sometimes we can all be on stage at one time, so we know where every actor is, and yet we can still hear creeping footsteps backstage.
The occurrences have only been happening recently. Susie and others have a theory. They think it could be Bruce, an actor and friend who died in September of last year.
We had his wake here for him, and every so often people see him, not just us, but other actors on stage that are rehearsing may see lights flash in the bar or noises going off.
The professionals with Corpus Christi Spook Central Paranormal asked to investigate. They say this is a first for them.
I would say that it's a completely different scenario for investigating just because of the different levels and the history that comes along with it.
But for us, things were quiet. The theater remained covered in darkness. Although one device picked up an interesting word.
We kept getting the word rabbit, and evidently on one of the plays that he actually acted here, there was a rabbit in that play.
And although it could have just been a speck of dust, this traveling dot caught some interest behind the scenes. But Susie says she's okay with many of those answers remaining unanswered.
If you don't find anything, I'm good with finding nothing. Okay, great, there's nothing here. But the other half of me is like, as long as it's just Bruce, and nobody else, no scary ghosts, and then you don't bring anybody else in and leave them here when you leave, I'm okay with that.
Now, even though we weren't able to see any of those flickering lights, the folks with the theater really don't see a problem with it. In fact, there are still performances and rehearsals happening right here.
And the U.S.S Lexington plane hosts tonight to a spooky event. It's an event that you can actually see on our sister station coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. And our Chelsea Torres, boy, you are a brave one, Chelsea. You're going to be hosting that event, and you're going to give us a preview right now. Are you scared of ghosts?
Katya, let me tell you this. I love hearing anything that has to do with paranormal activity. And you know, it's the biggest question. Is the U.S.S Lexington haunted? That's what we're going to find out tonight. And so this is what we have going on. We have the Corpus Christi Spook Central Paranormal Investigation team here during our live broadcast. They will be at the lower deck actually investigating and trying to see what they can find here on the ship. Not only that, but I will be interviewing the U.S.S Lexington's ghost expert, Bill Miller. And guess what? He did say that there is about on a daily basis where people actually experience something paranormal. He actually said right over here in this area, someone did experience something in this area before. Again, we'll be finding more information out today. It's going to be from 11 to 12:30. We're going to find all of that out. And the coolest thing is we're going to actually see, is the U.S.S Lexington haunted? What can we find? We'll have all different kinds of shots, cameras everywhere throughout the entire ship. And of course, we'll be talking to the expert, the ghost expert, and that paranormal investigation team. Katya, I'll go and send it back to you.
All right, Chelsea, I'll be watching you, okay? And praying for you also.